Dear students, today I am going to start another topic from chapter 15, that is variance and standard deviation. Now what is variance? The mean of square of deviations from mean is called variance. It is denoted by sigma square. So therefore sigma square is equal to 1 upon n sigma I running from 1 to n xi minus x bar square, means the mean of deviations from x bar, that is mean. For it is, this formula is for ungrouped data. Then what is standard deviation? The proper measures of dispersion about the mean is expressed as positive square root of variance. All the square roots which we find in the value of variance, all are positive square roots, and the positive square root of those variance is called standard deviation. It means if we find the square root of sigma square, that is variance, then it is equal to standard deviation. So under root of 1 upon n sigma I running from 1 to n xi minus x bar square. It is also for ungrouped data. Now we will find the formula for discrete frequency distribution. So it is variance for discrete frequency distribution is sigma square is equal to 1 upon n sigma fi into xi minus x bar square. Frequency is multiplied with the square of deviations from mean, and the square root is standard deviation for discrete frequency distribution. Then continuous frequency distribution, we have sigma square is equal to 1 upon n sigma fi xi minus x bar square, and the standard deviation for the same is 1 upon n square root of n sigma fi xi square minus sigma fi xi whole square. Now there is another shortcut method to find variance and standard deviation. So for variance, that is sigma square is h square upon n square into n sigma fi yi square minus sigma fi yi whole square. Then standard deviation is h upon n under root of n sigma fi yi square minus sigma fi yi whole square. Now what is yi here? Yi is xi minus assumed mean upon width or height of the class. H is width or height of the class, or you can say size of the class, and n is number of total terms. Now we will start exercise 15.2. Question number 1 from exercise 15.2, we have to find mean and variance of given data. So x bar means mean is equal to sigma xi upon n, sum of observations upon total number of observations. So it is 6 plus 7 plus 10 plus 12 plus 13 plus 4 plus 8 plus 12 upon total number of observations are 8. So their sum will be 72 upon 8 is 9. Now our mean is equal to 9. Now we have to find variance. So we will arrange data in tabular form. So xi is equal to 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8 and 12. Now next column will be xi minus x bar. Now our x bar is 9, so we will subtract 9 from each of these observations. So we will get minus 3, minus 2, then 1, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 1, and then 3. Now next column will be xi minus x bar square. So we will square all these numbers in the column second. So it will be 9, 4, 1, 9, 16, 25, 1 and 9. Now sum of this column, third column, that is sigma xi minus x bar square is equal to 74. So our variance is equal to, that is sigma square is equal to sigma xi minus x bar square upon total number of observation, that is sigma fi, which is equal to 74 by 8 and it is equal to 9.25. Our variance is 9.25. Now in question number 2, we have to find the mean and variance of first n natural numbers. Now what are first n natural numbers? We will write first n natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 up to n. Now we have to find the mean and variance of these natural numbers. So how we will find? First of all, mean, that is x bar is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to n terms upon total number of terms are n. Now sum of n terms is equal to n plus 1 divided by 2. Already we have n here, so we will write n here also. So n and n will cancel. We will get sum as n plus 1 by 2. Now we have to find variance of the given data. So sigma square, we know that formula for finding variance is equal to sigma xi minus x bar whole square upon n, means total number of terms. Now what we will do here, we will expand this whole square, that is a minus b whole square. So it will be sigma xi square minus 2xi into x bar plus x bar whole square. We have expanded this whole square, a minus b whole square, upon n. So we will write 1 upon n outside the bracket. Now then we will open this bracket. So it will become sigma xi square upon n. Then sigma, we will put 2 outside before this sigma sign. So 2 sigma xi upon n into x bar, and last term is x bar square. Now what is sigma xi upon n? That is equal to x bar, which we have done in first question also. X bar is sigma xi upon n. So we will replace sigma xi upon n by x bar. So it will become sigma xi square upon n minus 2 x bar into x bar plus x bar square. So it will also become x bar means x bar square. So it will become sigma xi square upon n minus 2 x bar square plus x bar square. So like terms will be subtracted. So we will get sigma xi square upon n minus x bar square. Now as we know that sum of n terms, as I told you, sum of n terms of a series, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on up to n, is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. Similarly, we have here xi square, means sum of square of natural numbers, which is equal to n plus 1, then 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Already we have n here, so we'll write n also here. So n and n will cancel. Then here we have minus x bar. Now x bar, which can be written as sigma xi upon n. Again we will write the value of x bar, that is sigma xi upon n whole square. Now what is sigma xi upon n? Sigma xi upon n is equal to, here we have n plus 1 by 2. That is, here we will write, we have already find the value of x bar, which is equal to n plus 1 by 2. So here we will write n plus 1 by 2 whole square, and here we will write n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Now what is common in both the terms? N plus 1. So we will take n plus 1 outside the bracket, and inside bracket we will left with 2n plus 1 by 6, and then minus n plus 1 square. 2 square is 4. So we will take here LCM of 6 and 4, which is going to be 12. Okay, then the LCM will be 12, and we are left with, here we have 2n plus 1, then minus 3n plus 1. So we will simplify these brackets. It will become 4n plus 2 minus 3n minus 3, which is going to be 4n minus 3n will become n. Outside the bracket we have n plus 1 also. So we will write n plus 1 here. Now here also n plus 1 outside the bracket. Then inside the bracket we are having n plus 1. Then 4n minus 3n is also n minus 1. So we are left with n plus 1 and n minus 1 upon 12, which is equal to n square minus 1 by 12. So variance of n natural number is equal to n square minus 1 by 12.